Your choice of subject matter has a big impact on how well your sketch might turn out. There are a few simple rules that you can follow to give you the best chances of success. When you're starting out, pick something either with no background at all or a very plain background, so it's much easier to identify the shapes within your object. Subjects which have a clear outline you can identify straight away will also help to make your sketch more successful. So look for objects with easily identifiable edges. So avoid greenery, bushes, landscapes, or anything with a soft, fluffy or translucent edge. You also want to avoid any objects which are too simple, such as something spherical like an orange, apple, tomato, for example, because it's difficult to make a sketch of something so simple clearly identifiable. If you want to work with fruit, which is a really popular subject for drawing, just try cutting it in half to get a little more complexity into the shapes. As well as the subject being easy to identify in terms of its shape, it's also helpful if we can easily interpret what the object is. So avoid drawing from artworks, sculptures, or items of jewellery or perfume bottles, which can often seem like interesting subjects for drawing, but actually they're really difficult to draw well. Instead, choose objects which we can immediately identify, such as a cup and saucer, a shoe, or a jug, for example. I would encourage you to work from objects around you, even when working from a reference photo, just because you'll have more connection to those objects and you can really start to mentally sort through what surrounds you and identify good and bad subjects for drawing, which will be really helpful when you come to draw from life later. But of course, sometimes it's not so convenient to work from your own photographs, in which case you may want to work from a reference you find elsewhere. The internet makes it very easy for us to find a photo of pretty much anything, but that does not mean that it's okay to use it. Every photo that you can find on the internet has rights attached to it, and so it's not okay to copy it even as a drawing. There are a range of websites which exist specifically to share royalty-free photos for personal or professional use. Unsplash is a great one, but there are others too, and I highly recommend that you get into the habit of using these fantastic resources to source your reference images right from the start of your learning to draw journey, as it can save you a lot of pain later. Taking your own photographs is also a great way to create your references, and it can be a lot of fun too. Here are some ideas for subjects you may be able to find around your home to photograph, which would make a great drawing reference. A piece of fruit cut in half, a cup and saucer, a kettle or jug, a shoe, a kitchen tool like a grater, corkscrew or can opener, a spray bottle, or a simple flower in a vase. If you feel confident to, you could begin to put more than one object together to create a simple still life. If you're taking your own reference photos, make sure you've got plenty of natural daylight, but not direct sun, because harsh shadows can make things quite tricky. And try to keep your background as plain as you can. If you found the tip on removing the colour from your image helpful, which I mentioned earlier, you could print out your photo in black and white if you've got a printer. Use Photoshop if you have it on your computer to remove the saturation. Or if you're using your phone, a free app I really like to use is Snapseed, which can easily edit your photo to make it grayscale.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope this video has helped you feel a bit more confident about choosing reference images for your drawings. If you enjoyed this video and would like more beginner-friendly drawing tutorials, tips and creative inspiration, please consider subscribing. Take care and I'll see you soon.